We're making some new brake lines for our BMW 530i. Of course, this video pertains to just about any car, I guess. I was frustrated because I was getting these, master cylinder and the nuts that were on the lines were different than what were on here. This is a actual correct part, so now I have to remake the lines because the last person had other lines on there. So you need a flaring kit. It's going to be 3/16 of an inch, so you need your 3/16 in tip. You got this little guy here, and then you've got your I don't know what you call this, your clamp, I guess. So what you have to do is you got to cut your brake line to the right length that you want. And in your kit, which you can get from the auto parts store, they'll just rent it to you for free. You get your little pipe cutter here, it comes with a pipe bender and everything. So you have to cut the pipe. You just put this on the pipe and you just go round and round and round until it is cut off. Then what you need to do is take a file. Now this one's already been flared because I didn't start filming in time, but before you start flaring, you got to file this down to make sure that this is nice and smooth. Take a little skinny one, go inside and kind of make sure there's no burrs in there, and get it all nice and smooth so there's no burrs sticking out. Then what you do is you put your pipe, hold on, I gotta hit pause. So it's a 3/16 inch pipe, so you just find the right slot here for 3/16, which is that one, and you put it in here. What's interesting to note is when you take your little tip, you put this in the light here, I don't know what this thing's called, but you want the brake line to be sticking up to the bottom edge of this. So you put it here like this, you raise that up till it's the right height on the bottom edge, then you tighten these bolts down. We're going to tighten it down now. Alright, I've got it tightened down. Now you take this end with the little pointy thing sticking in, put some brake fluid on it. It'll act as a lubricant and it'll keep the die, give the die a little longer life. So you put that in there, and then you put your press, I'll back this off some more. You put your press right in there like that, and then you tighten it down. You tighten it down finger tight, making sure that it's nice and straight and everything. Then you would just take your, I think this is a half inch wrench, and you would go all the way down until the die hits the bottom, just about. It doesn't take much. It goes all the way down. You do that, then you take it off, all right? And then you take your die out, and then you would put just this on by itself, and you would do it again, and that gives it the inside flare. This is making a double flare. So you crank that all the way down. You don't have to go all the way down to the bottom, but it does make a nice inside flare. And then you've got that all flared off. You take your pipe out and you drop it on the ground, and then you end up with a nice little flare. You got to make sure, of course, that you put this on ahead of time, because otherwise you're never going to get it on. Like I said, that's about it. These things are at the auto parts store. They come 3/16 and a bunch of different sizes. Pipe cutter, pipe bender, and that's about it.